What is up, everyone? It is Luke McGuire here. Hope you are all well today. Good to see you all here. Sorry, I'm a little bit late again today. I had a very late night last night doing some work, and this morning I am just a little bit exhausted. But now, whenever I speak to you guys, I get amped up a lot, and I am excited for today's training. What we're going to be covering is how to write very highly converting sales copy. Now, but a lot of people don't know that I write my own sales copy for absolutely everything I do. In the internet marketing world, you'll often find people try to outsource absolutely everything, right? Right, sales copy that converts. People try to outsource absolutely everything from their support to their sales copy to their videos to the product that they make, whatever it might be. People try to outsource, and outsourcing is a great thing. A lot of my business I couldn't get outsourcing of it, right? But when it comes to things like sales copy, I always suggest, first of all, doing it yourself and then either having a copywriter go over it or just completely doing it yourself, because at the end of the day, you are going to know your product better than anyone else at all. And if you know how to convert your actual message of what your product or your service or your client's product or service does, then you will be able to convert your audience so much better. Now, let me just get this little notes up here real quick. Let me just bold this. Oh, my command button on my MacBook is starting to die out on me. It's been a good run with this laptop, but it looks like we're starting to go a bit downhill with things like battery life and buttons starting not to work. But I'm someone that likes to get the full use out of something, right? But sales copy that converts. So there's all different types of sales copy. You might be doing a video. You might be doing a webinar, like I'm doing right now, but I'm not selling you guys anything. You might be doing an email. You might be doing print media. You might be doing Facebook, Instagram post. You might be doing an ad, right? Facebook ad. You might be trying to do, what are some other options you guys can think of here, right? I'm trying to do your own website, right? There's so many different types of sales copy writing that you will be using no matter what business or service you are in at all. Again, this is one of the most important skill sets you can have, because if you can do this correctly, you will be able to make a lot more money than if you do it wrong. Now, there's a saying, and again, I'm not really good with, oh, there's my alarm again. Let me just turn this off. There's a saying, and again, I'm not really good with sayings. I always seem to get them wrong whenever I try to rephrase or like re-say something. But essentially, the saying is, you could have the best product in the world, but if it's not sold or shown correctly, no one's ever going to buy it. Where on the flip side, you could have the most basic, not so great product in the world, but if you know how to sell it and position it right, then it will sell like crazy. And a good example of this is, think about anything that you see on TV, on any of these telecommercials. It could be the Sham Wow, it could be the big Snuggie outfit blanket thing that they sell on TV. All very good products, but very basic, right? It's a cloth really, and it's a big piece of fabric that you sleep in. But they've sold millions, probably hundreds of millions of dollars worth of these things on TV, because they position it right and they sell it right and they present an offer right. Remember, sales copy is essentially presenting an offer, making your audience think what you have for sale is what they need. Now, hopefully, whenever anything you're promoting, you truly believe is what you have is what they need, and you're not just going to be using these little mental hacks to take advantage of anyone. But again, I know a lot of you guys wouldn't do that. Hopefully, all of you guys would not do that. So these are some areas that I want to cover today. Now, if you guys have been on my webinars before, I always push one single phrase. Now, if you can tell me what it is, I might give you a little prize. Let me know in the comments. Having a look here, and yes, guys, there's always a replay. I upload them to my YouTube channel, so you can always watch these again in future. But again, take as many notes as you can right now as well. Okay, no one said it. So one thing I always say is money is always a byproduct of providing value. One of the biggest lessons I ever learned in my own business when things really changed around for me was when I stopped focusing on the money for me and started focusing on providing as much immense value for others as possible. Money was instantly a byproduct of that. So I shifted my focus from me and what I can make for me, with the secondary goal, I guess, at that time in my life, of I've got this great service, but I want to make money for me first. Okay, and I get a lot of people can be in this mindset because when you don't have a lot of money, that is a big driving factor with everything in your life, right? So you're like, I've got to save myself, I've got to do this, I've got to make more, I've got to figure out a way. But when you change that mindset to saying, okay, I'm going to stop for a second and I understand that I'm only ever going to make money if I provide to someone else something they need, then I'm going to put all my energy into figuring that out, providing as much value, and you will see that money will come flying in left, right, and center when you know how to do that correctly. Now, today, what I want to do is basically go through my exact process of how I write all my sales pages that has generated me over $30 million online in just the past couple of years. I haven't changed this process whatsoever. This is the same way I still write everything now, and it's probably going to be the same way I write everything for the rest of my marketing career, right? And again, this same process that I'm going to show you guys, you can use this to sell yourself if you're going out and doing and applying for a new job if you wanted to ever do that again. Sounded wrong, selling yourself, but you could probably use it for that as well if that's what you're into. But this is just a surefire way to give yourself the best chance to make a sale, to convert your message, to help other people, and really scale your business. So who here wants to learn how to do that? And I'm going to show you guys some live examples now of things of me and how I do it. And then I'm going to go straight into showing you some examples for some other businesses that I've helped recently from friends that I've written out sales copy for them so I could show you guys on today's webinar. Yes. Very cool. Let's get into it right now. So every sales page I have, every email I've done, basically everything you ever heard from me is going to lead, it probably even indirectly, today's introduction of today's webinar is I'm always pushing the key benefits, right? The key benefits first, features second. Now, what do I mean by this? Say, for example, you're selling a house. What, like, yes, obviously people are going to be interested in the square footage and whatnot, but if you're targeting the average family that's wanting to move into a new home, the average single bachelor, a group of girls, friends that want to move into a house, whatever it is, you want to know who your audience is and sell the benefit to that audience. So, say I have a brand new house for sale, for rent, for lease, whatever it might be. Selling a house, I could say, finally, your dream home is here. Wake up every day in pure bliss and get ready for the most exciting chapter of your life. Feel like you, and again, don't copy this exactly, but I'm just want to give you an example here. Feel like you made it by leisurely walking down to the beach only 100 meters away. Cook beautiful meals and entertain guests and family, making you the talk of the town with brand new fully opted kitchen, and so on and so forth. So again, here I'm not pushing how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms right away. Again, you want to sell the dream, sell what the person benefit is when they move into this new house. When you do that, the person's mind starts picturing these things, picturing these goals of what they want. And yes, they of course might want a 3-bedroom house, but what they're going to feel a lot more and connect with a lot more is what experience are they going to have and what benefit to them are they going to have by moving into this new house, right? Now, again, obviously, being on real estate, this is just an example for this. I want to share some other examples now, but again, you could take this if you're a local marketer and you're working with a local real estate agent, you could use the same principle, similar to how I've shown here, and apply that into your advertising, into their Facebook ads, into their Instagram ads, into their Google ads, into the listing page where you have listed the actual site. Push the benefits first, add the features second. So then I could say here, after I said something like that, I could say this 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house on the main river, right? And then you go into a mix of benefits and features again there. So that's just an example for that, right? If you're in the internet marketing space, I know a lot of people are here. For example, no one cares if I create a software, right? Or if you create an online course, no one literally cares what features it has anywhere near compared to the amount of what the actual software will benefit them in their life. So if I said, guys, I've got this brand new Instagram tool. It goes out and likes photos. It allows me to post content. I can grow my Instagram fan numbers, and it's just great. You guys pick it up now. Yes, some people where that message directly relates to will pick it up, right? But what if I said this, and say I was doing this on a sales page, I might say this free video, and then I would have my sales video underneath it. This quick free video will share with you how to automate your Instagram marketing completely, giving you more free time, increase your income, passively allowing you to grow your business and bank starting now, right? That doesn't really fully share exactly what the tool even does, but that is a core, that is the benefit driven statement. Benefits to someone, it could be more time. Now, I'll write these down for you guys here as well. Pushing key benefits. So what are benefits to people, right? It could be more time, more money, better lifestyle, more time with the family, partner, kids, right? It could be travel. So you could say something like, depending on what it is, something like, grab this, or let me show you how this software is going to allow you to go on that vacation of your dreams and earn money while you're traveling around the world and have your trip pay for itself, right? Obviously, you need to make sure the tool matches your benefits that you are providing. Again, don't BS people, but there's always going to be benefits to any point of value that you sell. If you're providing value, there's a benefit to them, to the other person for them. And that's what they're looking for subconsciously as well, without them even knowing they're looking for that, right? People are selfish, and I think the word selfish can come across as very negative, right? It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to have your best interests at heart. And that's what a lot of people do. Especially when they buy something, their mindset is, I am providing my money. I put my time into earning this physical money. And how then do I want to exchange this physical money for something that will benefit me, right? It's always going to be the benefit over the feature. Someone's never going to say, I've earned this money and I want to exchange this money for a size 4 crop top made out of, I don't know, 70% cotton, 30% nylon, right? They're features of the product, but no one's ever going to say that. They're not going to feel that. So constantly push the benefit, right? But there's if you guys name any more benefits, let me know here in the comments of what benefits you would like to push. What do you look for when you're purchasing something? Could be another benefit, could be feeling better. Could be a health product, for example, right? What is the benefit that you would like to look for, right? Some of the benefits here. And Mike, yeah, I know I've spoken to Anthony. I'm trying to get that email list today for those bonuses. I picked up the product the other week. I'm promising you I'm getting those to you guys. So Patrick says here, feelings. Working with someone with credibility. So, but what benefit does that give you, right? So what's the feeling you get? So yes, feelings is an emotional thing as well, right? Emotional purchases are a huge market, especially in things like e-com. If you can do a high perceived value product, if you're selling a high perceived value product, you might be drop shipping it. It could be like a love heart chain locket that you can put your face of you and your partner in, right? That's a high perceived value emotional purchase that you really know you don't need, but you know it's going to make you feel good buying this for your partner. Your partner's going to like it because it's something special that you've made for them. And it really just helps providing a lot more value in terms of the benefit to them. The benefit of that is going to be a feeling, which is going to be a stronger bond, feeling of love, right? There's a flip side of benefits that people push as well is, especially in health related products, sometimes see marketers using scare tactics, right? So it could say, instead of saying the benefit of what they'll get, they'll push the benefit of what they don't want the person to have. So they might say, don't spend any more days gaining weight, feeling like crap, and potentially having your health go downhill. Today is the day that you're going to feel better, feel more energized, A, B, C, D, and this is why. This is what I'm going to show you right now, right? So that's and I've seen this with health related products as well. In like I think I told you guys, and a lot of you guys might not know this. The first affiliate marketing product I ever sold in my life was a product on how to cure a yeast infection. So by the way, at this point of time, I had no idea. Well, when I first did this, I had no idea what a yeast infection ever was. I'll show you literally what I did though. I went to a site called ClickBank. This is a site where people, this is an affiliate network like JVZoo. I went to shop. I must have typed in, I went to the health related field section, but if I type in yeast infection, it's called Candida. I forget what it was, but the product must have been taken down by now. But at the time, when I went to QuickBank's fully updated their site here. I hate when sites change something that they've had for like 10 years, right? And they're making you join now, so I won't go into this example then right now. But I was searching in the health related field. I saw a product that was selling very, very high. And it was this how to cure a yeast infection naturally product by some doctor. I didn't know what a yeast infection was. I didn't know how to cure it. I didn't know anything, but I made a site There's a lot of people Google searching it. I made a site that ranked for that term, and then I put the affiliate marketing product on there. And back then, I didn't even know how to write sales copy, so I didn't even know what I was doing, right? But I made my first sale online there. But again, people could push this pain point. If they push the pain point and the benefit of what your tool does to solve that pain point, you are going to make a lot more sales. And I might even write that down here, right? So pushing the pain points and sharing how your product service will benefit them, right? So again, that's an example of selling a house. Internet marketing, right? Hold on. Are there any other examples that you guys might have here that you want me to share with you, right? If you want to just put in a niche here, let me know what your niche is, and I'll just choose one or two examples really, really quickly, and we'll focus on some benefits for that. No, hello. No one wants to speak to me today. We've got she said spirituality. So, what are the key benefits that you could tell me, Michael, for spirituality? Right now, I know some, but let me go ahead. Less anxiety. So, spirituality benefits. Less anxiety. Feel of completeness, I guess, if that's even a way to say it. What's another big benefit of spirituality, right? Hope, love, and then if you ever get stuck on benefits, you type in, just go to Google, because someone's already written it before, benefits of spiritual. Reduce stress, live longer, big benefits. Lower blood pressure. Health. So that's right. So then, depending on the context again of what it is you are selling, you want to push these key benefits, right? Saying something, you could say something like, depending what it was. Say it was a ebook on how to become more connected with yourself and more spiritual, right? You could say, and this is the headline for a sales page or an email, and then we'll do an example of some of these other areas, right? Saying ever short 60-second video showing you how spiritual video class pro, whatever you call the product. Actually, we can even get rid of that out there. Quick 60-second video showing you how I destroyed anxiety, increased my lifespan, or potential lifespan, you should say. Felt removed all my stress and finally felt complete with this 1, 2, 3 step program. And then I would say something like, as a subtitle, and most importantly, how you can copy this exact process that 5 students have done in becoming more and have done as well, for example, right? So again, you could use that title for an ad copy, you could use it for the headline of a sales page, and you could use that as a basic webinar template. And you can say, okay guys, today on today's webinar, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys how I personally reduced my anxiety, how I increased my potential lifespan, how I feel better every single day with hope, knowing that the world is going to play out the way it's meant to be, by the importance of connecting with your spiritual side, and how it's absolutely changed every aspect of my life, from my love life to my sexual life to my self-love and being with myself. Like, again, obviously need to write that out a bit better because this is not my specific niche, but I'm sure you could play off some of the things I've said here and then really adapt it to exactly what it is you are doing. So that's an example here of that, of how to push the benefit first. And if there's one thing I want you guys to take away from today's webinar, is this specific concept. Push the benefit first, push the features second. If you can do this, you're going to make a lot more money, and you're going to start to see when you do this. And I want you guys to go out and do this after this webinar, is go in whatever your niche is. If you don't have a niche yet, just think about a bunch of different niches you're interested in and start writing out some sales headlines, some sales descriptions. Write what your product or service does in one paragraph, even if you do it in one sentence, like as short as possible, by pushing the key benefits quickly and then pushing the feature second. So what I want to do next is actually run through a couple of my sales pages, and you will see it's almost a very similar process that I run through, and I write here, no matter what product or service it is that I am offering. And again, I'll show you how this then replicates to any niche whatsoever. So is everyone with me now? Does anyone have any questions now? If this is making sense to you so far, if you've had some aha moments, write yes in the box, just so I know we are on the same page. And while I wait for those answers, Patrick says here, what are my thoughts on funnel scripts and other done for you programs? So again, if you're promoting your own product, I don't like it. Well, this is just me personally, but I know it does work. Sales copywriters, if you have a good one, they know exactly what they're talking about, but they don't know the product as well as you. If you're trying to get a copywriter to write you a sales script for a spirituality product, if they're not spiritual, they're not going to be able to convey the message as you would, which is why I recommend either you writing it yourself and testing it, or alternatively, having writing it out and then having a sales copy specialist edit it and go over it. But again, I learnt how to do all of this myself, and it's basically the exact same way I'm teaching you guys now. The way I learned how to do this was, when was it? Sorry for swearing. It's just been a little while now. For 2013, 2014, I sold absolutely everything I owned. I sold my car, I sold my objects in my house, TVs, PlayStations, anything I could to scrap up some money, and I invested it all in my business of how to learn to create an online product and how to actually sell that product or service online and how to launch it to a market. The crazy thing is, back then, you couldn't just do things as easy as you can now. There's so many tools to automate things, build pages, record videos, edit videos, everything, like webinar software. Back then, it was a lot harder and a lot more expensive. But then as well, I came out of school with an OP17, which is horrible, right? Like, so if you don't know what, in Australia here in Queensland, we have a thing called an OP system. OP1 is the best, and it basically gives the number that will decide what type of courses you can then get into at university, right? So OP17, you couldn't really get into much. Most universities wouldn't want you for anything. In fact, I actually had to go to a private university, and I got myself into a huge amount of debt to study a business degree because I didn't know what else I wanted to do. On the flip side, it was kind of a benefit in a way, because I did one subject that they introduced that semester called internet marketing. And we all got given $500 in there's about 10 groups, $500 each, and we got to then use that money to do Facebook ads for a local business that actually put the money up for our university to be able to then do this actual live case study, right? And this was when Facebook ads first came out. So I learned the basics of Facebook ads as soon as they came out, which was very, very, very primitive back then compared to what you can do now. But after that, I still couldn't get a job. I still couldn't find my way around how to convert myself into a sale, how to get a job even, right? And again, this content that I'm sharing now, you can apply this everywhere. What's the benefit of someone hiring you over the next person? What is it that you can benefit the other person with by showing what you do, right? And not even if you're just going for the job, if you're trying to get them as a client, if you're trying to get local businesses as a client, what's the benefit of working with you and your agency over someone else? Not the features that you do different, but the benefit. People are connected a lot more to benefits again than features. And I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to keep on drilling this key concept in because it's going to make you a lot of money. So then anyway, I sold everything I had, and then I got these two marketers that I saw that made some crazy amount of sales online in a week period from doing a software launch to teach me how to do this. And in that 3-month period, I learned more in that 3-month period on marketing and actual actionable training. But again, it did cost me over $40,000 after I sold everything I had, and I had to do all the expenses back then to set everything up and learn all this stuff, right? And I still had no idea if it would go well or not, but I learned what I'm sharing with you now back then, and it hasn't changed since. Well, actually, I've added a few things and tweaked a few things, in the way I then teach it is a bit different, but core concepts are really the same. So what I'm teaching you right now did cost me a lot of money to do, and I'm very happy I can share this to you for free. But now again, on that question quickly on funnel sales scripts and done for you programs, look, if you're doing an affiliate offer for someone's product and they've already got a done for you webinar script, or if you're in real estate and someone's giving you a script to read on the phone, this hopefully has been probably tested very, very strongly, you would hope. But have a look at it with your own eyes and see if it's pushing the benefits, because if it's not, then you can really probably edit it and change it a bit and make it your own with the benefits, and probably experience higher conversions than elsewhere. So again, let me go through this sales page here and run you through the process of this sales page. And this is, and if you watch, look, this is one of my products called Advert Suite. If you're on any of my other software products like StoryMate, like Inboxer, any Octo Suite, Instamate, so many of them, Lively, bunch of them. If you look at the process, it's very, very similar, right? So you can see here, you can see the key benefit here is allowing you to profit big without spending any money testing ads that don't work. You can see I wrote text before it, but I put that in small text to really set the statement up for the key benefit here. Profiting big without spending money. So you're saving money is a benefit. You're making money is a benefit. You're saving time because you're not testing ads. 3 key benefits in one sentence. Does that make sense? Say yes if that makes sense. And again, the beautiful thing about internet marketing is you can test these things. You can change it. It's not like a heart surgeon where you go out and if you cut something wrong and it's like, let's see if this works. You can't do that. You need to know what's like 100%, right? But with marketing, you can change things. And I tested 3 or 4 different ads titles when I first launched this. And you'll often find when you try to find, if you have your key benefits, you will be able to find 3 or 4 different ways to present that benefit in a single sentence or in a couple of sentences, and you'll see that the customers, like if you split test it or trial them out, you'll see that some will convert better than others, right? All right, cool. Just looking at the comments here, 1 second. All right, cool. Let's run through how I do a sales page, and this is the exact same way I do my sales videos. So if you go to any of my sales pages after this webinar, you look at the sales copy, and then you go over the actual video itself here. What I say in the video will be pretty much the same as what's written out on the sales page, but I do it this way. 1, because it converts. 2, pushes benefits first, features second. And 3, some people are visual learners where they like to actually absorb video content. Some people like to read content. You'll see little things they do on sales pages to keep the eye going down the page and not stop flowing, right? Even things like these little curves in the behind here. And this is getting a bit like really picky here, and you don't have to do this, you'll still get great results. But you can see here how the white is there. It's almost leading the eye to say, okay, there's more down here. And same with these emojis flowing down. You want the user's eye to keep scrolling down a page. So I write here, see how AdvertSuite works in 3 easy steps. Make it simple for them. When something's simple, they know they can understand it. Then they get the benefit of it's not going to be too hard. Boom, target audience, view results, copy and implement. They're the 3 simple ways of how this is going to work. And I like doing it this way on my sales pages, because if you can give them 3 easy steps right off the bat of what your product is going to do, how they're going to do it, and then they get the results, it really makes it a lot easier for someone to digest a completely cold product they have never seen before, right? Then a bit of social proof here about the product itself. I give a welcome introduction of myself here as well, because again, people buy from people. People like people. This is an old picture. I don't have a beard. Probably should get a new one soon and update it on this picture, because this is from 4 or 5 years ago. Funnily enough, I actually took this picture in my room years and years ago at my family house, with the little green screen I had in the background, and I was standing in my bedroom. Funny how you can then take that and make it look kind of cool elsewhere. But you can see here, I talked about some key benefits of me, and write about the key benefits of you, right? Introduce yourself briefly. What's the key benefit of working with you? And then what are you going to do for them? Often we can get really caught up in talking about us, because we're the ones that have created whatever it is. We've done this for the problems that we faced, which is great. But you always want to then flip it around and then talk about how you then connect with the problems that your audience has. Because it's all well and great you can do it, but at the end of the day, the audience only really cares if it's something they can do or if it's something that benefits them. So here, I then give a very, very basic statement here of why people should be doing Facebook ads and AdvertSuite. I then give some stats about why Facebook is a great platform to be marketing on. And then I just say a simple statement saying it is clear that most businesses make their most money through Facebook ads online, right? So that is a statement that I'm telling them where most people are making money online. Facebook ads absolutely dominate if you know how to do it correctly. But then I write here, but most users, especially beginners, which I know can be a lot of my audience, are facing some key specific problems. So you are then connecting with the person that's probably going to be viewing your website. You need to know your audience and the type of person that's going to be on your page. For me, I know a lot of people are just getting started or are intermediate and haven't really cracked the code yet, and they're trying to figure out how they can actually make their first proper substantial income online. So I'm connecting with them there, and then I'm saying the key problems. Then I address the key problems people are having. When you can address problems on a sales page, this is going to connect so much with your audience, because your audience is probably going to be facing those problems. And then they feel like, okay, this person's instantly addressed the problem that I have. What is the solution then? Because I'm sure they're going to give it to me, right? So I say that. I even say I found these key concerns from my audience. And I said to myself, what if I can create a solution for all of these problems? Introducing AdvertSuite, which is the software. Now, only at this point is when I've introduced what my product actually does, right? Only at this point. And you can see I put a little demo here. AdvertSuite personalized software. Run Facebook ads that make you money right out of the gate. It's that simple. Key benefit there of like that is the best of the best to go with. And then I go into a bit of a breakdown where I start to combine my benefits with my features. So straight away, again, the benefit breakdown. So again, you can see, sorry, back here was some of the benefits here. And again, we go into some features. So you can see all the live and past Facebook ads and the winners in any niche. See some of their target countries, groups, and marital status, and so on. See exactly where the traffic and the winners are being sent off to. Replicate the winners for my business. So again, I then talk even on a more sub level here again. So yes, I was talking to anyone that's doing Facebook ads. Now I am then addressing specific niches, the specific main niches of people that I know would be buying this product. It's either going to be local marketers or people with their own local business. Local marketers, I mean, it's someone that's actually doing agency work for a local business, doing the marketing for them. And I teach a lot about that. And if you want to learn more about that, there's a lot on my YouTube channel. And then obviously offline business. So for people that are like, hey, I've got a business, I'm going to do some Facebook ads, but I don't know how to get started, where to do it, what type of ads to run. Well, I'm going to grab this tool here. So I'm connecting with them, talking about e-commerce marketers. So people that are doing product sales and service sales online, whether it could be their own product, it could be a drop shipping product from Alibaba, whatever it might be. You're then going through and connecting with the different niches, or the different main niches of people that are going to be on this page. And again, you would do this for whatever product you are doing. If you're doing this in the health and fitness world, you would address the people that are overweight, the people that want a bit more consistency in their life and then doing fitness for mental clarity. You want to address the people that are just trying to feel better in the morning and get up before work and have some form of workout they can do, whatever. So you guys get the concept. Address the wider market, but then write down some of the key markets of your audience that you know that's going to be on your actual sales page. Testimonials. I then chuck in a couple of testimonials here. I like to do this because again, it's great to, and this is a subconscious thing as well. People will look at a sales page and they'll say, okay, get it. But everyone's going to be skeptical no matter what it is you sell to some extent. You've just got to push the skeptical side enough that they want to buy, and then prove to them and remove their skepticism in the actual delivery of your product. But again, having testimonials on a sales page is going to essentially show them that, okay, well, even though they know you're trying to sell to them, these are people that have used it and that this is the experience that they've got. People will always buy from a recommendation from someone much more than directly from a business itself, right? And here we go back into some more benefits. Remove the guesswork of Facebook ads. So saving time, saving the mental learning process, generate buyer traffic, so generating money right away, and into a feature, competitive breakdown. Another feature, geolocations. You often find in the descriptions as well, there's always a benefit in there as well. Every feature will have a benefit to that feature, right? So push them hard, and I know I keep on saying it, but it's so important. You guys will be amazed when you get that point, right? Then I go into the offer itself. 67 bucks, I give a value breakdown here of what they actually get. Full unrestricted access to their features, unlimited searches, bookmarks and usage, competitive breakdown, geolocations, blah, 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 blah. I then have a money back guarantee. People are usually very scared to put a refund policy big like this on their sales page. Now, one, it's a legality to offer refunds, but two, you should only be selling a product or service that you actually believe in enough that people are going to want to buy. And if they even know, even if they know they can get a refund, you'll often find if the product is great, they're not going to refund, or two, it's too hard for them. Three, they're going to keep it for a later date, right? But this really builds trust even more with your audience and addressing the fact that you believe in it so much that you're going to be offering a refund here, right? Back into this again, testimonials again. Probably should edit the second lot of testimonials out because there's no need to have two, in my opinion. But this actual product itself, let me just go ahead and show you. So I'm just logging into my JVZoo real quick. While I get this up, I see a question here saying, Luke, have you also taken the time out to do graphics images within your funnels yourself as well, or do you typically outsource that? So let me talk about the design in a minute and how I get these sales pages created and whatnot, and the different options you can use. Let me go. Sales dashboard. 1 second. Sorry guys, it's just loading a little bit here. Let me just change this image over so you can see the correct. Actually, let me just chuck this back up in here. 1 second, guys. All right. So you can see here for adverts, that one sales page has generated $542,000 US. 10,000 sales this product has done. And I only launched this in January, March, April, May, June, July, August of last year, right? 10,000 people have converted from this. The first upsell I've done, which I'll show you the page shortly, almost half of those people have picked it up, another almost $300,000 US. The upsell after that, which is the training, $100,000 US. The third upsell, which is a white label speech, just so people can change the actual logos out of our product and act as if it's theirs, $100,000 US. But the thing is, the sales pages I've done, there's only one sales page I've created like this. The rest are literally a headline, a video, and then a buy button, right? That's all the upsells are. I don't have a long-winded page like this. And I know people often get worried by doing a long-winded page like this that it's too long. But the thing is, you'll notice little things I do throughout the page. There's always a little buy now button, buy now. So if they hit that, they'll go straight to the purchase page, right? 1 second, I've screwed this up now. But that's an example of just one product. And I've done this same process. Let me just show you another example quickly. Oh, whoops, hold on. Similar to other sales page here for one of my other products here. Very similar step process. Welcome, why Instagram stories, problems people are going to be having, introducing the product, breaking it down, right? So you can see here, very similar in the same sense, right? Very similar, but really converted really well. I think this one did a couple of $100,000. Let's just have a look. $181,000 on the front end product, 66 grand on the upsell, 38 grand, 32 grand, 79 grand for this product here, which is still really, really good numbers, right? And again, I only launched this product last year as well. And it's the same process, and this process just simply works. Now, someone said, how do I get this design like this? How do I go ahead and find a designer, or do I buy a page building software like ClickFunnels or Convertri, or do I use Wix, or do I use WordPress, right? Look, you can use any page builder you want, and you can set something up very similar to this. The way I do these sales pages, and it's a question that I always get asked, is how do I design all of this stuff? What I simply do is I write this out in a Word document, and I'll show you an example of what a Word document would look like similar to this, and then I send it across to a designer. Now, there's a site called 99 Designs, which is where I found my designer for these actual products. If you're inside of my LSA course, you actually have access to him if you want him to do work for you ever, which is my local marketing course there. But this is a site that you can go ahead, put a job proposal up for free, explain what it is you want to have designed. You can say, I need a sales page design, I need a website design, website designed, I need an app designed, I need a product label design, and you can then choose what type of level of designer you want, a platinum level, gold level, silver level, and they're all going to be pretty good. They're all very going to be approved, experienced designers. And then you can say how much you want to pay for the job, right? So say I want to spend $1,000, and I want designers that are happy to do this for $1,000 or $500 or $200, whatever it is you're trying to get designed. Then you can then post your job, and then designers will bid, and they'll design the work for you as an example, and then you choose which designs you like. You choose the top 5, that they become the finalists. You then give them more instructions of what you would like them to do for the final round, for their final approval, and then if they actually create the best design, you then pay them for that design, and then everyone else doesn't get any money whatsoever. But the designers here on this site know that by doing the work to the best of their ability, they're probably going to get the sale if they're a good designer, right? So, and it's a great way as well that you can see multiple different examples of what your idea could look like. The way you explain something to be designed, every design is different, and they're going to take that differently. They're going to take that in, and they're going to creatively create that in the way that they think you would like a description you've given. And the thing is, you don't have to spend $1 at all for people then to do the design work or to compete in your actual program and in your actual job description, right? You don't have to pay any money. There is the option though to say, yes, I'm going to guarantee there is going to be a winner on this, and I will be forfeiting, or not forfeiting, but I will be investing the money with one of the designers, and that will then get a lot more designers to want to do your job, right? They're going to want to, because they know there's going to be a winner. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that use this site purely to get and they don't put any money up for their design they want, and they'll get a lot of people doing the work, and then they choose no one, and then it's just a waste of time for everyone, right? But obviously that is the option there. Another site you can use is Fiverr.com. There's some great designers on Fiverr. There's also some pretty bad ones, but say I want sales page design. A lot of people here that will do sales page designs that will even build pages for you and whatnot. But again, the way I do it, I'm not saying it's necessarily the best way to do it. If I'm doing a sales page for a little affiliate marketing product that I'm trying to promote of someone else's, I'm not going to go to the extent of getting it designed in a Photoshop like this by a really professional designer, and then get it coded to HTML, which is very simple. You can just type in, normally the designers give you a Photoshop document, so you can just type in code HTML. So code Photoshop HTML, and you see a lot of people here. The service very cheap, $8, $50, and then they'll code it to this, and then you have a beautifully designed, very custom piece that you can upload to HTML. But again, if I'm just doing quick things, if I'm doing landing pages, if I'm trying to just build something cheap and fast, I'll use a page builder like Convertri. I've got a webinar on my Convertri webinar if you want to see that actual page. And it's great where you can actually then, in Convertri, you can actually type in anyone's site link. You could probably even type in StoryMate here, and then it would duplicate this site exactly for you. And then you can take out the video, put your video in, edit the text at the top with your text with whatever niche you're in, right? It's a pretty crazy tool. But let me go ahead and show you an example of how I've built out a sales copy for one of my friend's products. So one of my friends, Jai, he's launching an online course on it's called Intro to Bar, on how to actually sell, how to actually be the expert in the hospitality field, how to make cocktails, things you need to know working behind the bar, and so on and so forth. And he's planning on launching this when all work goes back to normal. People that have their liquor license, or like RSA here, which is the responsible serving of alcohol license, and how they can then get a job and excel dramatically working behind the bar, right? So not a niche, nothing like mine whatsoever. But what I've done is I've written out the exact same process, the 3 steps, message, right? And then I just create a little text box like this. I go left and then right, then left, then the pain points people would experience when they've not worked in the bar before. So not being able to get employed due to no prior experience, expensive to go to in-room courses to gain experience, too many gurus selling the dream but delivering underwhelming reality as they're not experts, too busy with other studies, not enough time to learn and dedicate to lengthy half-year courses, no idea on how not only to be employed but also to grow your skill set, income, and income fast in the industry. Zero step-by-step system. So you can see there's a bunch of different objections here, right? And again, I just put an example of my sales page layout for my tools. And again, this is the document I literally created and then provided over to the actual designer to build out. And we actually just made this live the other day. So I'm going to, and the product intro to bar.com. Three-step process: the welcome, why hospitality and Blackwood training, some of the pain points here, introducing the solution, little demo videos, the breakdown of the actual, what they actually get, some of their endorsements and testimonials from people they've worked with, guarantee, the welcome pages here, right? They're welcome, all the modules, sorry, not welcome pages, and modules of everything you get inside the course, then the purchase button here at the end, which is pretty cool, right? Pretty damn cool. So you can see this works here, and this is going to work with no matter what niche you're in whatsoever. Just check the questions here really quickly. Kristen says, so proud of you. Those sales are amazing. I appreciate it. Again, I wasn't showing you that to try to showboat myself or anything. At the end of the day, what I make, there's no effect on your life. And when people showboat that stuff, kind of grinds my gears a bit. But I was just showing you, just to give you the proof that this type of template really, really converts, right? Raphael says it's motivating enough to know a Word doc template is enough for a designer to spit that quality design out. Yeah, exactly, right? People can get, it's really overwhelming looking at this stuff and being like, how do I design this? How do I do this right? Again, I outsource this completely. I get my designer. And again, you might ask, how much a sales page like this costs to design? A couple of $100, yes. And I know that can be a bit of an expensive investment for some. And if that's the case, I would suggest just buying a page building software like Converttree, or using WordPress and using templates in there. But again, if you've got a product that's already making sales, or you really believe in it and you have a bit of money that you can put behind it, put that extra work into creating a really clean sales page, because again, this is what's going to define if your product or service is going to be successful or not, right? This is the face of your business. You might have the best product or service or software inside, but if you can't convert that on the front, then it's not going to do as well, or it might not do well at all. That's why if there's one thing you want to spend money on, it's what people are going to see, what's going to make them convert. And I often see this, and it's really crazy that people don't acknowledge this. at the same time, at least I'm able to share this with everyone, is that people will often do Facebook ads or Instagram ads or paid traffic, and they say, okay, it's not converting, my ad must be shit, right? And often in the case, if the ad's getting clicks, it's just not converting, it means your ad is not synonymous and it doesn't connect with the actual sales page you are that people are sending it to. Yes, it could mean you said one thing in the ad and the sales page says otherwise. Either change the ad to relate to the sales page, or if the sales page just looks crap, if you look at it, or you get 3 of your friends, 5 of your friends to look at it, and then say, would you buy from this design site? If they say no, you'll find a majority answer very quickly, and then just go back to the drawing board and edit. Like, I know most of you, even if you don't know anything about bar, if you were interested in bar, you'll probably instantly say, yes, this is the type of design and sales page that would give me the information I need, looks good, shows a high quality product, it's branded well, and yes, I would probably buy from this if this is what I was interested in, right? If I just did this in a really crappy sales page, then maybe I wouldn't. But in saying that as well, there are some pretty damn awful sales pages out there that convert like crazy, because their video really explains what it is their product or service does, right? So that's that there. What I quickly want to show you again is I'm going to go into my emails quickly. I just want to show you over here, over the past 2 days, I sent out an email for a product called Videos. It's a product that I use in a lot of my sales pages. It's basically a video player similar to Vimeo Premium or I almost said RedTube, sorry, or YouTube Red, which is their paid service, or YouTube Premium. And what it allows you to do is a lot more things inside the video, like autoplay it. Like on Google Chrome now, videos won't autoplay. You can put opt-in boxes inside the video, lots of crazy things like that, and it's a one-time investment, right? So I sent out one email yesterday, and it's generated $3,000, $4,000 here. And again, the profit I get is $1,500 and $566, so just over $2,000 US profit from one email for a product that's very not expensive. You can see here we've got 32 sales yesterday, 9 sales today. Let me see if I can quickly show you this email. No, that's a bit dodgy. Let me just pull this out real quick and find. Sorry guys, just trying to find an example of where find an example here. Okay, here we go. So it said here, hey Tim, I noticed my last email didn't include bonuses. So you can see here, I put in some of the benefits here and features together. So it's a one-time investment. That's a benefit. Refund guarantee, it's a benefit. Increase conversions by over 20% for me. That's a benefit. Increase my views by over 40% is a benefit for me. Now I could extend these more and go over the top, but sometimes you don't need to, right? A simple statement will really portrays the benefit. So I don't need to say I increase my videos by over 20%, allowing me to make more money and spend more time with my family. I don't need to do that every single time. It's kind of just given what increasing your conversions by 20% would mean, but sometimes as well, it is good to explain once or twice the benefits of it, right? So you can see here, I pushed those benefits and the features together throughout this, affiliate links. This one email generated all that money, right? And I pushed some bonuses down the bottom here that if users pick it up, they can get these bonuses. It's a really, really cool way. Again, and the way what they write as the title subject. Don't pay monthly for Vimeo. This has 10 times the functionality and is stable to my business, right? 10x functionality benefit, not paying monthly benefit. Using the benefits absolutely everywhere is going to make you more sales online, right? So again, the numbers that we did for that here, This is literally in the past 2 days. And I did one email. You can see the results speak for itself here. So, looking at questions here, Raphael says, does it take multiple revisions from the designer to get them to see your design vision from the Word document template? Let me just quickly, you know what, I wasn't going to do this, but let me just go ahead and I'll pull up 99 Designs so you can actually see inside what it looks like. And look, if you have a couple $100 that you want to spend on a sales page like this, I'll give you my designer that I use. But again, you might find that other designers might be better for what it is you were trying to build, right? But then, and it's annoying, but once you find a good designer that works for you and your vision, it makes a lot of other things very easy. So let me just go ahead and put this back in here. So this is inside 99 Designs. I'll show you some completed projects I've had here. And again, what I do is I do the first project on 99 Designs. Then when I find the designer I like, I then get their Skype details and I work with them privately. It saves you more money because you're working with them one-on-one. The site doesn't take any percentage there. And the fixed prices that are on 99 Designs obviously don't apply. But you can see here, I did one for a logo, I did one for a website itself, and then the sales page for StoryMate, right? So I put I'll show you the brief that I wrote. Explain the tool and whatnot, going through it, adding in a Google document that I've showed you before, similar to how this is written on not this one, similar to how the one I showed you before. I break down just the Word document of the sales text. And then what I normally do is I just record a small little screen recording of the actual designs. And this is what I do. So you put your proposal in, you'll start to see designers. So they've got 37 different designs for this project. People will start to apply for your designs. And you can see all these sites are different, right? Like I'll open one here. It wants to load for me. Hopefully you can kind of see that. You can see that this looks nothing like. This is a complete different design from what I decided to go with, right? Here we go. Hold on. There you go. Horrible picture of me. But this gave me some ideas of what I liked, right? So I liked a few things about this one, right? That's done from this guy called OMG, guys. You can see the same one vendor created 4 different designs here. Here's a different example. And guys, again, at this point, I've paid for none of these. These are the works that people have submitted to me to then review to see which ones I do like. This one's not going to load for me right now. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm on a webinar and trying to load pages, it just doesn't want to work and play well with you, right? So what happens is, as round 1, you get all these submissions in according to the sales page you've provided. So you can see I like elements from this one I showed you a second ago, but then I also liked the color schemes of these ones up here because it's more Instagram-y, right? And you can see there's so many different designs. Then what happens is, after say a week, you can ask them to do revisions. You can talk to each actual designer individually by clicking on them and then sending them a message. And then what I did was I just recorded a screen recording video. If you have a QuickTime player, that will screen record your screen. It's free. You just go File, Screen Record. I believe it's somewhere up there on how to use QuickTime to screen record. Or alternatively, I use ScreenFlow now for all my screen recordings. Another good one's Camtasia. A few other ones to do that if you wanted to do it this way. But obviously you can respond with edits and updates with text. But I like, what I wanted to do was I wanted to open up each sales page and say the things that I liked about certain ones and things I didn't like about certain ones. And then I basically in the single video went through a bunch of them. So then all the different vendors here could see their competitors' work, and then that had to make them up their game. And say, for example, I like this design a lot more than I like this one down here. I would say this, and then this vendor would then edit this sales page accordingly to what I've said I like about this one up here. And then you choose 5 finalists. So I've got 30 something submissions. I want to choose 5 finalists to go to the next round, and then out of those 5 finalists, I gave them an update. They then work hard to really give you the final design you want in this period of time, and they're very fast usually, because they know speed is one thing that vendors like. So they're quite fast. And then I chose the actual winner. In this case, though, I chose this one here as the winner, but this sales page didn't convert as well as this one over here. This one on the left here by Alex is the one you can see here. It's the same one that I've got live over here, right? Same one. But I chose a different one as a winner. So I actually bought the first design, but then I messaged Alex over here, and I then said to him, mate, I also really like your design. You didn't win, but would you sell your design to me for half price? And he said, yeah, sure. And I contacted him on Skype, and Alex is actually my main designer now that I use for most of my sales page work. So that worked out really well. He also designed my friend's Welcome to Bar page here as well. And again, I work with him now purely through Skype. So in saying that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. Let's see here. The designer would be available. Would you need them? I would definitely be open to paying for his services. Raphael, shoot me a message, or maybe if you have Instagram, shoot me a message on Instagram, and I'll give you his details there. Saying that today, guys, that was a fun webinar. Let me know, yes, if you liked today's webinar, just so I know. I thought that was a massive value-packed webinar. We've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. Time flies when I talk about stuff like this that I really, really love talking about. And this is something you can really apply in all areas of business and everything that you do for the rest of your life when it comes to copywriting. And we all do copywriting, from emails, from sales pages, to webinars, to whatever it is you might be doing in your life. Really push the benefits first, features second. I'm going to send this replay out later today. I'm going to add it to my YouTube. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube, just go to YouTube, type in Luke McGuire, click on my name, and then subscribe to me there, because you'll then get constant updates all the time for that. In saying that, what I then want to talk about probably next week or the week after, we're going to be talking about how to then do sales videos, VSLs, how to do videos that convert. And it will be similar in terms of the context of writing a sales video, video text. Again, if you go to a site like StoryMate or Advert Suite, you'll see that my sales videos, I talk basically out. I basically speak out the sales page itself. I raise the objections. I speak about the benefits. I show the solution. I show the key benefits of what I'll do. I'll talk about the refund policy. Very similar. But what I've also done is, myself and my videographer, Matt, he's been my videographer since day one. We've done some of the coolest, most out there sales videos you could ever imagine. And while it might be hard for people to believe now, back then, only a couple of years ago, I was so shit scared of speaking in front of a camera. I was even scared of doing webinars and talking on webinars. And now I can just talk for days and I don't even realize I'm still talking, right? And I was horrible at public speaking at school. I was horrible at public speaking. Even the first internet marketing talk I ever did, I was absolutely crap. I was in Vegas at Mandalay Bay in front of thousands. And I was like, what the hell am I doing? And I didn't realize things like your mouth dries up, and if you don't have water, you're absolutely screwed, especially if you have an accent. And people find it hard to understand you anyway. But then how to actually film a high quality sales video, right? And I know a lot of people are on more of a shoestring budget or a beginner's budget. So how can you record a very high quality video using your tools you might already have, like your smartphone, right? Or a lapel mic that you can pick up for 30 bucks that will make a lot of difference, to indoor lighting, to outdoor lighting, to using some of the settings you have in your phone and your camera on your phone that you probably don't even know are there. Things like exposure, things like autofocus and focusing the right frames, and how to actually film content while walking, and how to edit content. It all sounds complex, but what myself and Matt have done, I've created a course talking about this, sharing all of this in live examples. We went away a couple of weeks ago and we filmed all this out, how to write, create, and sell high quality sales videos that really convert for you. So we're going to be talking about that either next week or the week after. I might change next week's webinar for a bit later on. And Jeremy says, are you selling something today? No, Jeremy, nothing to sell today, my friend. Pure value webinar, just like last week's one as well. I'm just doing this because I appreciate you guys, and I feel like I can really help a lot of people by sharing this type of information. So no, nothing to sell, my friend. Just besides a happy person here that wants to help you. All right, guys, I appreciate you all. I'm going to upload this to YouTube. We've been here for an hour and a half almost, and I think that's a good time to end it here. But if you have any questions, shoot me a message, and we will, and I'll talk to you there. But again, have a great day. Have a great weekend. Go out now. Write some example headlines out, or one sentence or one paragraph statements of what your actual business does, pushing the benefits first, right? Michael says, only guy I know who actually does value only webinars. Thanks. No worries at all, Michael. Again, I'm here to help you guys as much as I can. And I really, really appreciate you all being here today. All right, guys, have a good one. See you soon. Bye.